have some special performances. But it's the dance that everyone has been waiting to see, or more specifically, the controversial French team, the Duchesnays, skating right here in Paris. Joining me for our coverage is former Olympic and world champion Scott Hamilton. And Scott, the people love the Duchesnays, but these championships aren't a democracy.
No, they aren't, Tim. And yesterday there was a battle in the original set pattern competition, which counts for 30% of the overall mark. The Duchesnays, as always, pushed the judges, but the judges pushed them right back. In a routine that included a verbal introduction, a feather boa, and a hat, the Duchesnays skated a program that was great, but seemed a little more appropriate for the Sunday afternoon exhibition. The judges scored it that way, marking them down a full place in the standings, so now they really have no chance at the gold medal.
Well, despite the retirement of Bestyumanova and Bukin, the Soviets are still taking home the top places in this event.
Well, Klimova and Ponomarenko have been living in their shadow for a long time, and they're sitting in first place right now. And right behind them in second place, the only other team with a shot at the gold medal, are fellow Soviets Usheva and Zulin. Now, in the battle for the bronze, it's pretty interesting. We've got the Duchesnays, a much-improved Hungarian team, and the United States champions, Susan Wynn and Joseph Drewer.
Well, the dance, as we said, has been the talk of the town here in Paris. In fact, the Duchesnays have been page one. And our Pat O'Brien has more on that. Let's join him down at ringside.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. You know, there are two ways to buy tickets for the World Figure Skating Championships. One, you can buy for the entire event, or you can buy on a per-night basis. And that's what a lot of the French people did. They waited for tonight, the ticket for the Duchesnays. And there are a couple of reasons for this. One, the French appreciate style and beauty. And like a lot of skating fans these days, they love to cheer on the Renegades. All you have to do is look at them and you know they are different. If you'd like, think about it this way. Skating is one of, if not the most traditional sports. And there they are, the Duchesnays. It is this kind of public exhibition that makes the traditionalists think twice. The fans don't even think once. Their support is from the heart. Nestled in the foothills of the Alps, but in Oberstdorf, West Germany, is where the Duchesnays train. Canadians who skate for France and train in Germany. Far away from the frenzy of competition, they use this lazy setting as a backdrop to polish programs that'll make people laugh and cry. Making programs that sing, but to a different set of notes than the others. They spend a full 10 months a year in Oberstdorf, much of it behind closed doors. This has not been the best of times for the Duchesnays. Isabelle has been plagued by a plethora of injuries, keeping her off the ice all last summer and fall. And as you might imagine, when you are a dance team of two, when one's missing, so is the team.
Tough. Been tough. On him and on me, because he was frustrated he couldn't skate because he was all alone. He couldn't do the lifts, couldn't get the choreography going. And I was frustrated because I was sitting there with my leg up in the air, operated 3 times on the leg and once on the throat,
So, now there was added pressure to get the show back on the road.
I feel that in the short time we had, we've done almost a miracle, really. There was so many details and so much technique, and if you know anything about the choreography from Chris and Jane, it is not easy.
You probably know Chris and Jane as Torval and Dean. Chris is now the choreographer for the Duchesnays, hoping no doubt that what they started will forever be on ice. On the other hand, Klimova and Ponomarenko, the great Soviet ice team, stick to tradition, and it works for them. What works for the Duchesnays is bending the rules to the limit. But first, they had to get back on the ice.
We wanted to show something new this year, and even though it was a big handicap with the knee, we still, with the little time that we had, we tried to do something new.
Mesdames et messieurs, le volleyball vous présente Mademoiselle Josephine Baker.
You want to talk about bending the rules? Talking during the program? And then handing a boater's hat back and forth, is it a prop or is it a costume? One thing it was, a distraction. So they brought out the boa. Tickling the rules now, but you think the crowd cared? And do you think the judges cared? Listen for yourself, and now you know the story of the Duchesnays.